celebrity or any of that crap. And what she said when she was up there, now she's what, 25 years into her career? She was like, and I want to give a special, she didn't say shout out, but she said acknowledgement or whatever to Vincent D'Onofrio for teaching me what the work is really about. And my only thought is that they probably got into a big, huge fight because she was like going through the motions, or was like going to go sit in her trailer or something, when he's probably like, no, we're going to get this done. You know what I mean? That'd be my guess, because he's just too much about the work. So that'd be my guess. But she told him thanks. And I don't think anything else important happened. Yeah, nothing else important happened. They gave Robert De Niro a Lifetime Award. Leo gave it to him. And so, he's a good actor. I like Robert De Niro. I'm not a hater. But I do not like it. He does it a lot lately, especially in his old age. But I don't like any actor getting up there and using their platform to talk about politics, even if I agree with you, because that's not what it's about. If you want to do politics, go into politics. We don't give you awards to hear about your political views. Artists have always held political views, and the way they change the world is through their art, not because they've been given some platform, because it's only in the last 60 years that there's been a platform for an artist to have to jaw about their political views. You change the world through your art, not through some award we're giving you so you can go, it's craziness. It's insanity. Just imagine if, tomorrow, right? Because now the impeachment thing's going on, and everybody that comes to the microphone, whether they're Republicans or Democrats, starts talking about their favorite fucking movie. You'd be like, what the fuck is this? Do you see how idiot it is? It's ignoramus. That's Solly. Solly, everybody, that's class. So you sit anywhere. Do you need to use the restroom at all? No. Oh, okay. If you,
behind the car.
it's great. If you need to, there's one out front and in the back. And so you see, it's nonsense. Change the world through your art, not because we're giving you some award, because you're good at playing pretend, by the way. It's craziness. So, even if I agree, I don't think there's any, he's got no business doing it. So, that's my thoughts on that. Trying to think anything else. I don't think there was anything else. Trying to think of any other movies I watched. Nothing that I was like, oh, that's amazing. Yeah. Anybody else? No? Not lately. That's good. Read more. Oh, so here's the thing. So let me just say this, speaking of reading. So everybody that is going to attend the script analysis, right? It'll be nice. Like I said, it's a big house. There's I don't even know. Maybe there's probably like 4 or 5 bathrooms in the house. It's a big house, guys. And so the living room, like I said, it might be a little bit shorter than this room, but it's definitely like this. And so we'll have plenty of room and couches and chairs. Everybody be nice and relaxed. You can ask me questions during the thing. I'll even ask you questions. It's very, very give and take. I don't just lecture, because I want you guys to really use your brains. And has anybody, and that's what the last thing I was gonna say is, make sure at the minimum that you've read the play one time through, because if you haven't read it and you try to start, you won't be involved in the beginning conversation of the way that I start the thing, because the very first thing that I'll talk about is the theme of the play. And if you haven't read it, you're going to be like, I don't know. And some of the questions that I'll ask, you just won't even know what I'm talking about. You'll be lost. And just imagine if, you were going to do, you got a script that possibly you were going to work for Quentin Tarantino, right? And we're going to have a meeting this Friday at Casa Vega, once upon a time. And you show up and you're like, oh yeah, I haven't really read the script. What? And I know you're going, well, I would read the script if he gave it to me, Matthew. Well, you would right now while you're brand new, but I'm going to tell you that there's plenty of actors that don't read the script, which is craziness. So read it. It's only 17, 18 pages. It's so quick to read. I read it in 2 dumps. My legs were numb when I was done. Like, boy. So, there's Miguel. Miguel, guess what? So here's a new girl, Sally, right here. See her right here? Guess what? She's Dominican. His parents are which one's yours? His mom's Dominican. Yeah. So, and then Paul here is Mexican, but but you guys, nobody else speaks Spanish, right? You speak Spanish? No, se habla español. I don't speak Spanish. S-O-C-K-S. Who does? Oh, and Kate speaks Spanish, but she speaks 5 languages. She doesn't?
She speaks Spanish. Yes, she does.
No?
So why I know this? Because in an exercise, Miguel went to the door and he wasn't getting in, and I whispered, I came up behind him and said, talk to her in Spanish. And then he did, and she let him in. And I was like, that was me, I did that.
No, she speaks me some Spanish.
But she understands it, maybe?
She's speaking Russian, actually.
Oh. Here's what I
Russian?
She was speaking Russian, and you're like, oh, speak your language, and that's not speak Spanish. She knows what
I thought she
Here's-
understood what you were saying.
Here,
So she would have said.
here's what I know. S-O-C-K-S. That's just, if you spell socks, that sounds like Spanish. So, okay. So, I think that was it. That's all I really wanted to say. So like I said, make sure you have the play read. And those of you that have done it before, I mean, did you come to, so the last one that we did in the summer did you come to that one? In the summer, or were we still at Studio 4 that we did the script analysis that you attended?
Oh,
With the-
Studio 4.
Still at Studio 4. So you were still like really new. So you probably understood a lot, but now that you're so far into the work now, you'll see so much more stuff, I think. Give you guys an idea. I find something new every time I do it. I mean, it might be just a little thing now. I mean, I've done it as a student. I think I did it 10 or 12 times, and I've taught it half a dozen times. And I'm still finding stuff new in a 17-page play. So imagine what you could find if you read, a full-length play that was, the bridge. What's the bridge movie you guys were going to do? The bridge play? What was it called? View from the Bridge. View from a Bridge. So just imagine how much stuff is in that when, the reason I do this 17, 18-page play is because if I did a full-length play, it would take us a month to get through it. Because once I start, we'll be 2 hours, we'll be taking our first break, and I'll still be on page 1. Promise you. You're going to go, holy shit. So there's a lot there. And yeah, I'll say that. So, and there'll be other people there. So it'll be nice that you'll meet some people you've never met before. And then you guys can exchange numbers and, because they're actors as well. And, there's people I've known for years because I'm old. And so there'll be some other people there, and you guys can change numbers and stuff like that. And then whenever, you're like, hey, there's somebody, I'm doing a short film, I should call person X. We could. And the one last thing I did want to say. So, you know, I talked about the first class back about being late, right? It's not like, it's upsetting to me when people come late, but not because I'm something that you're disrespecting me and how dare you, and like I have some ego like that. The lateness comes from, you know, I really want you to train yourselves so that I'm not late for anything, so that you have the reputation of that way when you are late, people are like, dude, is everything okay? As opposed to, oh yeah, we weren't worried, we knew you'd show up. You want to have that reputation that is like, that you're just there all the time, like you're early. You just, because I'm gonna tell you what, I don't know how many times I'll say this, it is not the most talented person in this town that gets the job. It's not. It's the most disciplined. And then the other thing I want to talk about was not being here, like missing. I know that things happen. You get sick, something comes up, whatever. I gotta work. My sister's in town. Yes, it's just class, but you really shouldn't treat it as it's just class. One, I'm only, you know, I'm not doing this to pat myself on the back because I already know I went through it, but when I first started acting, right, I can bring you the book. Actually, I haven't brought it for a long time. I don't think I've brought it since I was at Studio 4. I wrote down every single class that I attended when I first started, okay? And there were some classes that I attended 4 and 5 times a week when I was at Playhouse. I wrote down every single class, who I worked with, if I came to the door, you know, whatever I did that day, like I wrote it down, right? I didn't miss class for 13 months. Think about that. And there was some that I was attending 4 and 5 times a week. I didn't miss class for 13 months. And I'm not saying, I want you to not miss so that you get good, but ask anybody that's been here for a while, even when you miss a, like, you know, you miss a class or two, you actually are not as sharp as you were when you're there every class. And so while you think, well, Matthew, I paid you $300, and if I miss class, it's just really, I'm missing out. I'm losing money. Yes, but just imagine the next class that you attend and you've regressed, and then I put you up with somebody and you're not as good as you were the last class you were here, you haven't progressed. You're stealing from them. They don't get to have as full of an experience because you've went backwards. That's why I tell you, like, if you're brand new and you get the part with Robert De Niro and you're acting across from him, he's going to do the scene. He's not going to go, I can't act with this person, they're brand new. I'm going to tell you, you're never going to make the fucking take. He's going to blow you off the screen because he's been doing it for 60 years without missing. And so I don't want you to regress because I want you to be as good, but you don't want to, you want to be able to give as good as you get. You know, when they're punching you, you want to be able to slug back, and they want you to slug back. You know, some of you guys that have been up there with me when I've not taken it easy on you, you see how I can just keep coming at you. I could just like never stop talking, and you, but not because I'm great, but because I know I'm sharp. Not because I'm some incredible talent. Because I go to the gym all the goddamn time. This gym too. Hello. This guy. I do go that a lot. So do your darndest not to miss. Don't be late, but not because of me. I don't give a fuck. It's your money. But I want to instill in you, I want to brainwash you in the same way that I was, that, you know, I'm just there all the time. I can be counted on. You know what I mean? So, enough lecturing. Let's get cracking. Nobody else got anything? All right. What? No. If you're highly contagious, please sit right next to Reki and go, I got the, what's the new virus that's coming from China? Coronavirus, that's it. They got a new one coming. We're all gonna come in, we're gonna have the surgical masks on, all of us.
There was a video clip, well, there are two video clips of the marriage story scene. One is with the dialogue rolling over and things that, like they barely miss lines, but there are some things they do leave out.
Mm.
And sometimes it's shown to overlap, but they don't overlap.
Mm.
They just go.
One by single, yeah.
And then one is with the director, and the director talks about like everything, like the furniture looks as to how it informs like the characters and like parts of the scene, how they specifically got that apartment, how I'm driving, I don't understand the all like
Yeah.
15 times.
Oh, wow. Speaking of which, right, that's one of the things I'm going to show you even in when we do script analysis, how the furniture will inform, which you're like, what, this play talks about furniture? It's so sparse. The furniture will inform things in the play. That's not real, that's not going to seem real obvious the first time you read it. And then when I point out to you, you're going to go, oh my God, how did I not see that? So, how did I not see that? Oh, the one last thing I do, we'll do it before class is over. Has anybody seen, stop.